ground ball up the left side. Pass, roll in. One will score. It's in the gap. It gets by the outfielders. Jordheim goes back. Two will score. Here's a throw down to third. Not in time as Welsh.
Ivy throws it back in. We'll see if the relay comes home. It does not. It's an RBI single.
Called strike three.
Halsted Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Well, good morning and welcome to the South Hill Softball Complex in Munn at the site of the 2023 North Dakota Class B State Softball Tournament. Here on yourliveevent.com with the audio-only broadcast brought to you with special arrangement with the Board of Directors of the NDHSAA. We start off our tournament with the number 3 seed out of Region 3, the champions Renville County Mavericks taking on the Region 2 runner-up, the Thompson Tommies. This is your Irie Insurance pregame show with the Mavericks and the Tommies for the State B Softball Tournament coming up on yourliveevent.com.
The Mayport CG Booster Club is here to support, promote, and encourage all Patriot sports and academic activities. The Mayport CG Booster Club members strive each year to make events within Mayport CG schools a very rewarding experience for the students, athletes, and spectators alike. For more information, like the Mayport CG Booster Club on Facebook. Best of luck to the teams competing in today's game, and go Patriots!
Hi, I'm Ernie Struby, president of the Goose River Bank, and I would like to know your story. Our lives and our businesses are comprised of events. We have all had our failures and successes, and these events define our character. If your character includes values like trustworthy, respectful, honest, and responsible, then your story matches well with ours, and we would consider it a privilege to be your financial partner. At the Goose River Bank, we believe that a strong bank builds strong communities. The Goose River Bank, member FDIC.
Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Fireworks and sports stuff in the same store? That's right, Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Come in and browse the sports cards and memorabilia and fireworks at the same time. Unopened packs and boxes of sports cards, plus pre-owned cards as well. Jersey, swatch, autograph cards, lots of Twins, Vikings, Wolves, Wild, Lynx, and North Stars memorabilia, bobbleheads, caps, and more. They're open Saturdays 10 to 5. Call anytime, 701-436-6140. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro.
The Kindred Vikings Booster Club is an organization of parents and community members that supports and encourages the advancement to Kindred athletic programs, focusing on wholesome school spirit, promoting good sportsmanship, and developing high ideals of character. For more information, or if you'd like to be part of the Kindred Vikings Booster Club, send an email to kindredboosterclub@gmail.com. That's kindredboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Vikings!
Your Irie Insurance pregame show on yourliveevent.com. For your insurance needs, visit with Irie Insurance online, irieins.com. Reminding everyone to drive safe throughout this spring planting season as farmers are getting wrapped up, but still everyone be safe. Get to your destination. Here, that message reminder from Irie Insurance. Here as the Renville County Mavericks, they will take on the Thompson Tommies. We catch up with the head coach, co-head coach, Garrett Weibel for the Mavericks here with our pregame coach's comments.
Let's get ready, and Coach, let's just go back here. Let's talk about that region tournament to make it to this state tournament now, and how the team have been playing at the end of the season.
Yeah, at the beginning of the year we set out some goals as a team. Well, the girls did. One of them was to win the regular or be the 1 seed going into regionals, and then take care of business and be that region champ going into state. And I thought we were playing our best ball by the end of the year, and it really helped going down to Fargo. We were able to face a good Kindred team that's here, a good Thompson team, and then a Grafton team that just missed out. So, I was real pleased with how that midseason madness went, and I felt like the girls just kept getting better every single day there on out through the region tournament.
Playing your best ball, and when this team is doing it, what is it that you do that sets you apart from other teams?
We're going to be ultra aggressive. Whether it's at the plate or on the bases, we like to be aggressive. And then at the end of the day, number 6 on the mound It's where our biggest strength is. Ginger's just the ultimate competitor. I mean, her competitive edge is second to none, and she's going to keep us in a lot of games. So
You got to imagine, especially when you're the first game coming here in the state tournament, to have some of that leadership, that veteran presence, got to be nice.
Yeah, especially with returning everyone from last year's team and then getting Kate Zimmer back. We have a lot of girls with a lot of state experience, and I expect our upperclassmen that have been here before, and the ones that have been here for 2 years now, to really lead us through the tournament. And like I said, we play clean softball, and we'll be right there.
All right, sounds good. Coach, thanks for your time. Appreciate it. Best luck.
Thank you.
Garrett Weibel, co-head coach for the undefeated Renville County Mavericks as they take on the Thompson Tommies in the state Class B quarterfinals. Regular season matchup, they did face each other, as mentioned. It was back on the 13th at that midseason madness in Fargo, and it was a victory for the Mavericks, 12-11 over the Tommies. We'll hear from Tommies head coach Matt Chandler when we come back. More of your Irie Insurance pregame show on yourliveevent.com.
Did you know that there are several different types of crop hail insurance policies? Hi, this is Bethany Rentz, crop insurance agent with Irie Insurance. We at Irie Insurance want to help you select a hail policy that will best protect your crops and bottom line from a hailstorm. Give us a call today to schedule a time to meet with an Irie Insurance agent. For our contact information, go to our website at irieins.com.
You're protected and appreciated at Irie.
Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity provider.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is hiring a full-time play-by-play sports announcer and broadcast sales representative. Duties include selling advertising time for radio, digital, video streaming, and regional cable TV. Play-by-play responsibilities include live play-by-play of local sporting events for radio, video streaming, and regional cable TV broadcasts. Wage plus talent and commission pay structure with full-time benefits package offered. For more information or to apply, email apply@rjbroadcasting.com. That's apply@rjbroadcasting.com. There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsborough. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsborough.
Dirt turning, hearts pumping, motors roaring. It's nonstop racing action Thursday nights at the Norman County Raceway and Friday nights at the Red River Valley Speedway. Featuring the fastest drivers around. Don't miss a lap. Fuel burning, dirt turning all summer long. For more information, visit ncraceway.com and redrivervalleyspeedway.com. The action never stops. Thursday night racing at the Norman County Raceway and Friday night racing at the Red River Valley Speedway.
State Class B quarterfinal round, game number one about to get going with the number 2 seeded Renville County versus the unseeded Thompson. Here is the head coach for the Tommies is Matt Chandler. He joins us here with our pregame coach's comments, talking about getting ready for this game.
Yesterday we got together about 11:30 and had a good offensive session at our place in Thompson, and girls ran home, got a quick bite to eat, showered, jumped in the bus, got down here, checked in the hotel, and got on the field here in Minot last night about 6 o'clock and had a really good defensive session on the turf, and then got them to bed early, and they're ready to go.
You've played on turf fields before. Is there anything different you got to adjust to here today?
You got to go get the long hop. You got to get the short hop. You can't sit back. You know you're going to get a true hop every time, so pick whether you're going to get the long one or the short one. Outfielders got to make sure they keep everything in front, or she's going to run to the fence.
All right, Renville County matchup a couple weeks ago with them. What do you revisit, look back on that one?
They're a veteran lineup that offensively they got a lot of firepower. So we got to keep the ball out of the heart of the plate and make them chase bad pitches. Ginger Savacool, she's a stud in the circle. We know what we're going to get. She's going to throw hard. She's going to throw a lot of strikes. She's going to mix it up. So we got to put the ball in play and put the pressure on them.
That's head coach Matt Chandler for the Thompson Tommies with our pregame coaches' comments as we get ready for our first pitch. It's coming up when we return on YourLiveEvent.com.
There's more at 104. Hillsborough, North Dakota has everything you need on your next road trip. Food, fuel, fun, and family-friendly activities. Stop by and fill up your tank or grab a bite to eat. Have a blast at Goose River Golf Club, the swimming pool, or one of our beautiful parks. There's even ice skating and cross-country skiing. Take in the sights or stay the night so you don't miss a thing. Experience Hillsborough and see why there's more at 104.
The Kindred Public School District looks to collaboratively cultivate an environment that challenges learners to reach their full potential in a student-centered, community-supported environment while building authentic relationships that promotes active engagement in learning, literacy, and life. Kindred Public Schools' mission is to educate, prepare, and maximize student potential. Kindred Public School District, student-centered, community-supported. For more info about upcoming school events and news, go online to kindred.k12.us.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
Wrapping up our Irie Insurance pregame show here on YourLiveEvent.com with this audio-only broadcast. Thanks to all the sponsors that make it possible for us to be here. Thanks to you, the listener, for joining us here today for our 3 state softball games that we'll have for you. Also a pair of state baseball games over across town, too, as Chase Miller will have those baseball broadcasts. Myself, Jake Brickmeyer, here at the softball field. Ready for our first quarterfinal to get underway as we look at our American Crystal Sugar Company starting lineups for the Thompson Tommies and the Renville County Mavericks. Starting batting order for the Tommies will be Sydney Schwab leading off, followed by Sydney Schwabe leading off. Drew Schwab batting second. Olivia Dick bats in the 3-hole, followed by Maya Workin, Summer Haig, Kaya Hurst, Kirsten Lopez. Marley Kurtz will be the designated player tonight in the 8 spot, and Claire Colleen will be batting 9th in the batting order for the Thompson Tommies. They will face a Mavericks defense. They'll align with Ellie Broughton behind the plate, Kate Zimmer at first base, Dea Offorth at second, Navaya Juntinen at shortstop, Emma Soltham at third base, Marley Henry in left field, here with Carson Lottenschlager in center field, and Addison Mock in right field. That's your your starting lineups from American Crystal Sugar Company. You can learn to live the sweet life with American Crystal Sugar online, crystalsugar.com. Pitcher will be Ginger Savacool for the Renville County Mavericks as we're ready for our first pitch, and it comes across here at 10:58 a.m. for a strike one. So we start just a couple minutes ahead of that scheduled 11 o'clock start time. Beautiful day here in Minot as Savacool comes through with a swing and a miss, strike two. And Schwabe behind with an 0-2 count now, leading off the game for the Tommies. South Hill Softball Complex here. Recent construction being done. Everything's looking nice. Got the nice turf field out there. Here, turf infield and outfield. Go 210 down left field, down right field, 220 straight away center. The dimensions here as Schwabe takes a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Fouled up, popped up, and that's going to be out of play. Drifting behind home plate over our heads. We're here in the press box area. Ready to bring you 3 games here today. Again, it will be 2-seed Renville County and Thompson right now. After that will be the 3-seed Kindred Richland as they'll take on Central McLean. And we'll have the late game here today with 4-seed Hillsborough Central Valley and 5-seed Mayport CG here in this quarterfinal round. Pitch misses high, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Now to Schwabe. Pitch on the outside edge, a called strike 3. Got her on looking on the black. A little round the horn for the Maverick infield, and out one on strikeout number 1 for Ginger Savakul. Drew Schwab will come up. Schwab, the second baseman for the Tommies. And swing and miss at the first pitch for strike 1. Tommies runner-up in Region 2. Here with Mayport CG taking that Region 2 crown. Renville County, they've gone through the season undefeated. Here as they are your Region 3 champions. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Schwab. Savakul sets and delivers one, cut on and fouled off out of play over the first base dugout, where the Tommies are occupying there in their black uniforms with the white and green trim, with the green helmets too, the high top green socks as well. And you got the Mavericks there with the white pants with the yellow gold jersey tops. As a pop up over towards first base. Kate Zimmer's underneath it, and that is out number 2. Zimmer there at first base. Senior missed last year with a knee injury. Came back and told here right now, heard it again in basketball and playing on 1 ACL right now. So toughing it out here for the senior season. Savakul delivers a pitch in, well, not in the dirt, in the turf, I guess. Yeah, in the rubber. So, pitch from Savakul comes in. This one comes in low again, bounces behind, brought into the backstop. That'll be 2-0. So a strikeout and a pop out to first. Here, second time this season that the Tommies have faced Savakul. Here again in that regular season matchup in Fog with that midseason madness. Here's a called strike down the middle. 2 balls, 1 strike to Olivia Dick. Maya Workin on deck for Thompson. Here to the right hand hitting. Olivia Dick, catcher for the Tommies. Hesitates, holds up, and it's low. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, nobody on base for the Tommies. Savakul kind of tosses that ball into the glove, now gets into the pitching rubber, rocks, delivers, and ball 4. 2-out walk will load first base as we get our first base runner of this State B tournament. And beautiful day here in Minot early on. Blue skies. It's going to be a warm one, but we got a slight breeze blown in. Slight breeze kind of blown in there from that left field area, as well, that will be much needed here today. As the pitch misses inside. Ball 1 now to Maya Workin. Here's so Workin steps back into the right-handed batter's box, swinging for the 1-0, and it's there for a 1-1. Broughton comes out of the crouch, looking at that runner, Olivia Dick, back to first base as she does hustle back. 2 outs, runner on first base. Savakul rocks, delivers, runner goes, and Broughton double clutches on the throw, and it's not in time. So Dick will steal her way to second base. The Tommies going to be aggressive here in this first with 2 outs and now a runner on second base. 2 balls, 1 strike will be the count as well to Maya Workin, trying to knock in that first run of the Class B state tournament. In the top of the first, as you see on your IRA Insurance scoreboard. This pitch off the glove to the backstop. It's inside for a ball, and the pass ball will move the runner over to third base. So Olivia Dick with a 2-out walk, a steal, a second, now stands at third. Here with a 3-ball, 2-1 count to the batter, Maya Workin. Savakul trying to come back. Here's this one. Misses high for ball 4. Runners on the corners. Here in the top of the first inning on yourliveevent.com. Summer Haig will come up now. Here trying to see what we can do. Ooh, the ball Dropped out of the glove there of Savakul as she was getting ready to, it was not yet on the pitching rubber. Able to pick it up. Here's a swing and a miss on the first pitch as the runner goes halfway. No throw. Now they're finally going to get the ball to the pitcher, and Warkin is just going to walk the rest of the way to second base. So trying to bait Broughton into a throw down at second, trying to bring that runner in from third and not falling for it. So runners on second and third, 2 in scoring position and with an 0-1 count. Here to Summer Haig. And Savakul delivers a called strike 2. Big moment here to see if she can keep her cool and come out of this first inning with that goose egg remaining on the scoreboard. Here comes the pitch. Up high for a ball. Couldn't get Haig to chase on that. Still 2 outs, 2 on in scoring position for the Tommies here in the top of the first inning. Trying to jump out early, needing a base hit to do so. This one swung on and popped out of play. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kaya Hurst in the on-deck circle, hoping she gets a chance to take a swing of the bat. Summer Haig's got to get aboard to do so. Here comes the Savakul pitch, and it hit her. Runs inside, hits the batter, and a pair of 2-out walks and a hit by pitch, throwing a pair of stolen bases as well. And now the bases are loaded in the top of the first for the Tommies. Trying to jump out on top of the number 2 seed, undefeated Renville County Mavericks here in this first inning. Kaya Hurst, the shortstop, steps in, first pitch to her, runs low. Fans filing in around the field here today, down the lines in the outfields. Little shade in the outfield there, so trying to find that room underneath those trees. Here's a good block on a pitch at low by Broughton behind the plate, keep the runners from advancing. But it's a 2-0 count now to Kaya Hurst. Tommy's here with a strikeout and a pop-out to first to the first 2 batters. Then it's been walk, hit by pitch. Here's a swing and a miss for strike 1. Here, now Savakul looks down at the wrist guard and ready to rock and deliver the 2-1. This one hit, popped into center field, going back, over the head into center field. 1 will score, 2 will score. They're going to wave the runner around third, and it's a bases clearing 3-run double. Kaya Hurst comes through with a big hit in the first inning. Out over center field. Center field looking into the sun a little bit there and maybe not able to get a good view of it, but got by her all the way, and 1, 2, 3 runs come in, and it's a 3-0 lead on your Irie Insurance scoreboard. Now the first pitch will come here to Tristan Lopez. Here, and first pitch will be strike 1. So Savakul will deliver, and this one cut on, missed for strike 2. Hurst out there at second. She'll get some high fives whenever she comes into the dugout here this inning. Here she brings it, making a 3-0 lead. Here's the 0-2 delivery. This one popped up, and it will drift down the line. It's looking like it's going to hang out of play. So count 0-2. And a pair of walks and a hit batter, all with 2 outs, have all come in to score for the Tommies. Here's the pitch up high for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes on a 33-pitch inning so far for Ginger Savakul. She's 16 balls, 17 strikes on those first 33, and this one is a soft popper in, and coming in, it's Zimmer from first base, catching it behind the circle, and that will be the 3rd out. But the bases loaded, 3-run double for Kaya Hurst puts the Thompson Tommies up on top, 3-0, your Irie Insurance scoreboard on yourliveevent.com.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
The Kindred Vikings Booster Club is an organization of parents and community members that supports and encourages the advancement to Kindred athletic programs, focusing on wholesome school spirit, promoting good sportsmanship, and developing high ideals of character. For more information, or if you'd like to be part of the Kindred Vikings Booster Club, send an email to kindredboosterclub@gmail.com. That's kindredboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Vikings!
First pitch in the bottom of the first inning popped up down the right field line and will land in foul territory. Strike one to Addison Monk. Monk followed by Ellie Broughton, Ginger Savakul, do up 1-2-3 for Renville County. Marley Henry, Kate Zimmer, Bea Juntanen, Bea Offorth, and Kristen Ottenschlager, followed by Emma Feltham. Here the batting order for Renville County. Sydney Schwabe pitching here as time is called with her catcher Olivia Dick. Going to come out and conversate while we look at the rest of the defensive linemen with Summer Haig at first, Drew Schwab at second, Kaya Hurst at short, Kirsten Lopez at third, Claire Coling in left field, Maya Workin in center, Lila Gemmel in right field. Gemmel the flex player with Harley Kurtz hitting for her in that 8 spot. Here's a pitch missing low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here from Sydney Schwabe to Addison Mock. Here's a pitch popped up right field and hanging with it. A couple steps to the left. Gemmel's there, and that is out number 1. With the F9, and that brings up Ellie Broughton. So Broughton comes up from the right side, pulling the no sleeves, tucking them in. Here's the swing and a miss on the first pitch, strike 1. Broughton then Savakul. Thompson with that 3-0 lead thanks to the Hurst bases loaded, bases clearing double with 2 outs in the bottom half. Here to put him up first. And in the relatively brief history of Class B fast pitch, there are a couple teams that looking to, well, there's going to be different history being made because no Central Cass here this year. They had been here every year since 2012. That streak was ended in the region tournament here this year, and they had won the last 4 straight championships, so will be a new champion for the first time in 5 years thanks to that COVID year in there. The ball misses, full count now, 3 balls, 2 strikes. So who will take it? There has not been a what used to be the West region teams with the championship. They do come in with the top 2 teams in the rankings though. Here as we'll see what happens with Renville County here, also Beulah the number 1. So, as good as any year for that West to claim that first title. After the walk, here's the first pitch to Savakul. This is towering, skied into left field on the first pitch. And a long time for Coling to get underneath it and get it for out number 2. That one might have went as high as it did far. And now comes the lefty. Will be Marley Henry. Here's the first pitch, is a strike for 0-1. Broughton looked like she was going on the flyout from Savakul. She kind of bluffed a go here on the steal attempt. Now she'll take a few steps off the bag and stop. Here as it's a called strike, 0-2. 0-2. Here in the bottom of the first inning. Pitch outside, couldn't get her to chase. Here's Henry trying to do what the Tommies did, and that's get some 2-out base runners and some 2-out production. Here's a pitch, fall to the backstop. Runner went, but will head on back. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes to Marley Henry, the number 4 hitter for Renville County. Here comes the pitch from Schwabe, and again, can't get a chase. Runner goes, throw down to second is in time. Olivia Dick with a great throw to second base. The runner thrown out for the final out of the first inning. After 1 inning complete on your Irie Insurance scoreboard, it's the Thompson Tommies leading over the Renville County Mavericks 3-0 on yourliveevent.com.
Hi, I'm Ernie Struby, president of the Goose River Bank, and I would like to know your story. Our lives and our businesses are comprised of events. We have all had our failures and successes, and these events define our character. If your character includes values like trustworthy, respectful, honest, and responsible, then your story matches well with ours, and we would consider it a privilege to be your financial partner. At the Goose River Bank, we believe that a strong bank builds strong communities. The Goose River Bank, member FDIC.
Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Fireworks and sports stuff in the same store? That's right. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Come in and browse the sports cards and memorabilia and fireworks at the same time. Unopened packs and boxes of sports cards, plus pre-owned cards as well. Jersey, swatch, autograph cards, lots of Twins, Vikings, Wolves, Wild, Lynx, and North Stars memorabilia, bobbleheads, caps, and more. They're open Saturdays 10 to 5. Call anytime, 701-436-6140. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro.
Thompson Tommies come up here in the second inning, leading 3-0 over the Renville County Mavericks. Riley Kurtz, Claire Coling, top of the order, Sydney Schwabe, due up 1, 2, 3 here for the Tommies. Here's Ginger Savicul into the pitching circle, and the first pitch is a swing and a miss, strike 1. Nope. Kurtz, the designated player here today, batting for the right fielder, Gemmel. Here's a swing and a miss for strike 2. And Savicul quickly ahead, 0-2. She did start 0-2 to Cindy Schwabe leading off the first. Came back to strike her out before running into some 2-0 trouble. Here's a pitch up high for a ball.
1 ball, 2 strikes. As the crowd continues to gather here at the Shields Complex.
Here's 1-2, lead-off batter in the second inning. Riley Kurtz, swing and a miss for strike 3. Second strikeout of the game for Savicul in the circle. And that will bring up the left-handed hitting Claire Coling. Claire steps in, gets ready here for the pitch. Outside Black for a called strike 1. Outfield playing straight up here with the left-hand hitter. Infield in at third base. Was bunt is shown. It's bunted up over the backstop, over the netting, and out of play. So 0-2 to Coling. And they're saying that defender at third and Southam coming in. Now we'll see here. I'm imagining she'll take a step back here at the 2 strikes. A bunt unlikely, and no bunt shown as the ball tails outside away from the hitter. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 down. Bases empty, top of inning number 2. Thanks for joining us here today on yourliveevent.com for some Class B softball action as a swing and a miss, and back-to-back swinging strikeouts start the inning for Ginger Savicul. And that will bring up top of the order with Sydney Schwabe. She was a strikeout victim to start off the game. 0 for 1 today. She'll climb back into the batter's box. Those bases empty and 2 outs. First pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 1. Schwabe did fall behind 0-2. Fouled off a pitch and worked it back to 2-2 before going down looking. This pitch catches inside for strike 2. Here comes looking to strike out the side. And if she can do it, she does on 11 pitches. It's a 1-2-3 second inning, and Renville County will get those bats back out there. No runs, hits, errors, runners left on base. To the bottom of inning number 2 we go. It's 3-0 on your Irie Insurance scoreboard.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, broadband voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
There's more at 104. Hillsborough, North Dakota has everything you want in a hometown. Business opportunities, great jobs, and a top-notch school. Shovel-ready lots for your next idea. Great jobs in manufacturing, healthcare, and agriculture. An excellent education for your kids with small class sizes and lots of school spirit. Plus easy access to I-29 and the conveniences of North Dakota's largest cities. Build your future in Hillsborough and see why there's more at 104.
Bottom of inning number 2, Renville County comes to the plate. Ellie Henry back at the plate. Here she had a 1-ball, 2-strike count. And she had the runner thrown out. Here's a pop-up left side coming out. It'll be the shortstop Hurst calling off the rest of the teammates and taking it for out number 1. So the fly out brings up Kate Zimmer now.
Zimmer's first plate appearance here today.
Zimmer's first pitch will be received as ball 1. Mavericks here looking for that first base hit as this one's fallen to the backstop. 1-ball, 1-strike. So far, Thompson has just 1 hit as well, but it was a bases loaded double. That's why they have that 3-0 lead. Here's a swing and a miss and makes it 1-ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on base. For Kate Zimmer, the first baseman for Renville County. Called strike 3. Got her looking. Schwabe picks up her first strikeout.
Next up, the shortstop,
And they'll bring up now Nevaeh Juntanen. Here's Juntanen comes in.
Shortstop Juntanen stepping in.
The sophomore as she lays down a bunt towards third. Fielded good. Field charging in. Lopez at third. Great play to go 5-1 for the final out. Brings us to the top of the 3rd inning when we come back. 3-0. Thompson leads over Renville County. Your Irie Insurance scoreboard on yourliveevent.com.
Spring is here and the scenery while driving down the road will soon be filled with farm machinery planting this year's crop. Hi, this is Bethany Rentz, crop insurance agent with Irie Insurance. As fieldwork begins, we want to remind you to take extra caution when approaching large, slow-moving machinery traveling down the road. A successful crop year is one that is accident-free. Irie Insurance offers all lines of insurance, and we would love the opportunity to visit with you. For our contact information, please visit our website at irieins.com. Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity provider.
Successful teams need a place to practice when the weather doesn't cooperate or the teams just need an extra swing. The Mayport Youth Center provides that option for the Mayport CG School District, summer baseball and softball teams. The Mayport Youth Center is an indoor facility that includes batting cages and field turf. In the winter, the facility is home to the Mayport Ice Dog hockey team. Good luck to the Mayport CG Patriots from the Mayport Youth Center.
Thompson Tommies will come from the top of the 3rd with almost the top of the order. It will be the number 2 hitter, Drew Schwab, to lead things off, followed by Olivia Dick and Maya Workin. Facing Ginger Savacool, her 2nd time through the order, as bunt is down on the first base line, right on the line. Oh, and that is just fall, as the Mavericks were all huddled around it, waiting for it, and just enough tilt of the field or a breeze coming through to roll it fall, but nearly a beautifully placed bunt from Schwab. And talking with Coach Chandler, he said that might be a big part of the game plan here today, as bunt is shown, pulled back, ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. In the regular season matchup facing Savakul, said, yeah, we had a few bunt base hits. We might look to play some small ball and put the ball in play and make them make the out. Bunt attempt pulled back as it comes in inside, but it's a called strike too. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here to Drew Schwab. Schwab popped out to first base in her first at bat. She takes the 1-2 pitch and slices it fall down the first base line. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. In at third, playing off the line a little bit as the pitch comes inside for a ball. A lot of these last handful of pitches to Schwab coming inside. So see if she can turn around on one and get it through the gap. As the pitch comes just low, ball 3. Full count to the leadoff batter, Drew Schwab. Savakul already at 51 pitches here in this leadoff batter in this 3rd inning. This one a little jam shot and fall down over the first base bag. Yeah, right now, just 70s, low 70s. Well, updating up to the mid 70s. It's now 76. Here's sunshine, blue skies, a couple clouds scattered throughout. That light breeze coming through. A beautiful day here. Could get a little warm though. Here out on this turf field as this one fall to the backstop. Count remains full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is the 9th pitch of the at-bat. Upcoming here for Drew Schwab. As Savakul rocks and delivers. Called strike 3. 4 in a row with the K. This is a backward K for Savakul. And 1 down here in the top of the 3rd inning. Brings up Olivia Dick, and she started a 2-out rally with a walk here in the 1st inning. Did it on 5 pitches. First pitch to her, she'll take it low for a ball. Again, Dick walked, then Orkin walked behind her. Haig got hit by a pitch, and then Hurst came up with the bases loaded and ripped a double to straightaway center field for 3 runs to come around. Pitch catches the zone, 1 ball, 1 strike. Bases empty, 1 out here, top of the 3rd for the Thompson Tommies. This one skied left field, down the line, going fall. Out in front of that one. See if she can slow those bat speed down a little bit. Drive it out there. Big gap in left center field. Left field playing closer to the line as the pitch comes in low, bounces through the going 5-hole there on the catcher Broughton and all the way to the backstop. Center field playing like straight away, draw a line from home plate to the pitcher's circle to second base to center field. They're out there. And left field definitely playing closer to the line. So big gap out there in left center if Dick can find it with the bat. Not on this one though, as the pitch comes up high. 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count. 1, 2, 3, 4th. 3-ball count that Savakul has had here in the first, now her 12th batter, and this will be a walk. So runner goes down to first as Olivia Dick walks for the 2nd time this game. Brief time here as a couple of those fall balls that Dick hit will get returned here to our home plate umpire. Here's, well, our home plate umpires in this one. I have it here. Seka's bunt is shown, missed. It's a strike 1. Here's our umpires in this one. John Young, Don Doyle, and Trev Zier. The pitch up high in the zone, bunt pulled back, 1 ball, 1 strike. Working. Worked a 5-pitch walk. Our first at bat. Olivia Dix stole second that one. She'll see as the pitch is bunted, and nearly a great diving play in foul territory by Zimmer at first as she was charging in. Saw it was coming off the bat in foul territory, planted that foot and just kind of dove after it, unable to get it, but the effort was there. And again, she's playing on one ACL. Got to give her credit for that. That's impressive. I can't do that with 2 ACLs. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Inside, swing and a miss. Strike 3. So another strikeout on the Savakul K counter. Here she's now struck out 5 of the last 6 batters she's faced. Here with just that walk with Dick at first base. There in between. Summer Haig comes up. Took one off the front foot. Here for a hit by pitch. Scored a run back in that first. This one inside jam shot, rolls fall, and then it rolls down the line, and it's picked up in foul territory. It started fall, went back in fair, and then as Zimmer was coming to pick it up, as Haig said, oh gosh, I got to start running down to first. It rolled back fall, and that's when the umpire says dead ball. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, and a runner on first base. Here comes the pitch, and a ground ball left side will go fall down the third base line. And now 2 strikes on her.
One's going to be chopped up the line, foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here with 2 down.
Yeah. So Haig back into the box. Savakul onto the pitching rubber, and the 1-2. Oh, what an off-speed pitch there. She pulled the string. Pitch was dropped, 3rd strike, and then it was tossed back to the pitcher and then thrown to first. Little collision between Haig and Zimmer. Everyone's okay. Runner is out. That will be the final out here in the top of the 3rd. So we go to the bottom of the 3rd. Still 3-0 on your Irie Insurance scoreboard. Thompson leads Renville County on yourliveevent.com.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsborough. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsborough.
Dirt turning, hearts pumping, motors roaring. It's nonstop racing action Thursday nights at the Norman County Raceway and Friday nights at the Red River Valley Speedway. Featuring the fastest drivers around. Don't miss a lap. Fuel burning, dirt turning all summer long. For more information, visit ncraceway.com and redrivervalleyspeedway.com. The action never stops. Thursday night racing at the Norman County Raceway and Friday night racing at the Red River Valley Speedway.
Class B State Softball Tournament from Minot on yourliveevent.com with this audio-only broadcast. Here, thanks for you, the listener, join us, and of course the sponsors that you hear and see throughout our broadcast coverage. Here's they make it possible for us to be here as we have the first pitch popped up, first base side. Haig will drift over, up against the fence, and makes the catch. Using the length here at the top of that 6-foot fence to get up there and glove it for an out as Offerth is out on the first pitch. So will now be the center fielder, Carson Lautenschlager, to bat. The first pitch goes to the backstop here on a full ball, strike 1. Lautenschlager, the 8th batter in the order, as so far it's, well, here's another pop-up towards first. Haig has this one as well. Much more simplistic play on that one. Doesn't have to deal with the fence, just there on that first base spot. Come in a couple steps and, hey, glove up, 2 hands, can of corn, out number 2. So that will bring up the number 9 hitter, Emma Southam. Here she bats, and this one is popped up right side. This one will be the second baseman Schwab calling it off and it's a very quick 4-pitch, 1-2-3 inning, and we are through 3 complete here in the Class B quarterfinals first round game. Here as the Thompson Tommies lead over the Renville County Mavericks 3-0 on your Irie Insurance scoreboard.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is hiring a full-time play-by-play sports announcer and broadcast sales representative. Duties include selling advertising time for radio, digital, video streaming, and regional cable TV. Play-by-play responsibilities include live play-by-play of local sporting events for radio, video streaming, and regional cable TV broadcasts. Wage plus talent and commission pay structure with full-time benefits package offered. For more information or to apply, email apply@rjbroadcasting.com. That's apply@rjbroadcasting.com.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Say thank you to the farmers you come into contact with every day. They have chosen a career that is as much their deep passion as it is an absolute necessity for you and I. Spring is upon us and there will be farm equipment on the roads. Give them your patience and room to do their jobs. Trust me, they would rather be off the road working in their field than dealing with traffic. From all of us here at RDK Enterprises, we say thank you and have a safe spring.
Leading off for the Thompson Tommies in the top of inning number 4 will be Kaya Hurst. The first pitch to her, up high off the glove of Broughton and roll away. Hurst here with the only hit of the game so far, and it was a 2-0 bases loaded double that brought in the 3 runs to make it 3-0 back in the first inning. She starts ahead 1-0. She'll swing and a miss, make it 1-1. Kaya Hurst, Kirsten Lopez, Marley Kurtz, the batters due up for the Tommies in this inning number 4. Here's second time for Ginger Sabacool through the batting order. Pitch tails away. Ball 2. 2-1. Here we go. I don't know if that's just part of the demeanor or the routine for Sabacool, but as she gets ready to deliver a pitch, she kind of takes it from her pitching hand and pops it into the glove. I don't know if that's just got to be part of the routine here. She's done a couple times, does it again there now. As she comes through, this one delivered down the right field line. This will be on the line and will be fall. As Mock goes down to the 2-knee slide, trying to get it up against the fence, but cannot do it. And it will be 2-2. The count remains. Everyone goes back to their positions. Mock looks okay as she gets up and heads back into right field as well. So Kaya Hurst here trying to find another pitch to groove in this one. Here's the pitch, bouncing to the plate, and it'll be a full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Sabacool does have the strikeouts going as she's striking out the side the last 2 innings. Did have 1 walk in that. She gets a leadoff walk now to Hurst. So Sabacool with her 4th walk plus a hit batter. Here now her 3+ innings pitched in the circle. Brings up Kirsten Lopez. Here she popped out to first base as she shows bunt, and corner infielders were 2 steps away from the box. They were charging in there as couldn't get it down. It's strike 1. Hurst stays at first base. Here's the pitch. This one bunted over the shoulder of the catcher Broughton, and it'll be an 0-2 hole now for Lopez. So with everyone charging in and converging, knowing that the bunt was coming, Lopez can't quite get it down as she gets underneath it. And now here comes an 0-2 pitch from Sabacool. Pitch up high for a ball. It's going to change the hitter's eye line as she went low on the last one and now high on this one. Runner on first in Kaya Hurst. This one flared into center field, charging in, and not able to catch it. It gets by her. Hurst will round second. She'll be on her way to third, and they'll hold her up there. And the misplay in center field, and Ottenschlager slow to get up. I'm not sure if she just in frustration or if she looks to be okay. She's heading back to center field. Went down, wasn't sure if, you sometimes feel something pull or pop or whatever. But there will be okay. There will be a quick meeting on the mound here as the infield gets together to talk things over here, with runners now on second and third. There as the misplay in center field. And that will put two in scoring position with Riley Kurtz. She'll show bunt, can't get it down. Here's a strike one. So a big chance for the Tommies to extend a lead here in the fourth inning, leading 3-0. Here, nobody out. Number 8 batter, Kurtz at the plate, shows bunt. Can't get it down. Savicool does bring good velocity there and did a good job to fire it in at the bottom part of the zone. Tough to get that bat dropped on it because a lot of times you expect that ball to come up a little bit more. Now here's a swing and a miss, strike three. It's a big first out for the Mavericks. Brings up Claire Coley now, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Here in the top of the order on deck. Bunt shown away, bunt pulled back, and ball one. Savicool at 83 pitches right now, compared to Sydney Schwabe, who still has to pitch her fourth inning, but at 26. Here's a bunt laid down, nicely played down the third base line. Throw will go to first, it's high, safe at first, safe at home. Runner beats it out now, dancing off third, and the runner will go to second. Base running awareness. Kudos to the Tommies on that one. As first, let's recap it. A run comes in, so it's now 4-0. And here goes. Coling lays down a beautiful bunt down that third base side. Would have beat it out had the throw not been high, so we'll give her the base hit. Kaya Hurst will come in to score. Lopez will then go to third, and meanwhile, Coling then will be safe at second on the throw here, and the run comes in to makes it 4-0. So long story short, Tommies get a run, second and third, one out, top of the fourth inning, top of the order comes up. Sydney Schwabe will be at bat here as the long, not mound, conversation in the circle going on here as Coach Weibel's coming out and trying to settle down his team. A fairly young team with just 3 seniors on the roster. Got some sophomores, freshmen there in the starting lineup, but having a very successful season. Here's their undefeated coming into today. Here's a bunt show now from Schwabe. Doesn't get it down, and it's strike one. And winner of this one will play the third game tomorrow against the winner between Kindred Richland and Central McLean. Pitch popped up, foul territory, and will not be caught. Zimmer chasing after it. So 0-2 to Schwabe. Pair of strikeouts here so far at the top of that batting order. But she's done well in the circle here. We're going 1-2-3 in her first 3 innings. Savicool delivers the 0-2. This one, line pass short. 2 will score. And it's going to be extra bases. Schwabe rounding. She's going to hold at second. A 2-run double for the Tommies, and they open up a 6-0 lead. Sydney Schwabe in an 0-2 hole lines one right past shortstop, and Lopez and Coling both score. And a 3-run fourth combined with that 3-run first make it 6-0 on your IRE Insurance scoreboard. Remember, visit IREINS.com. First pitch bunt not down, and will be strike one here to Drew Schwab. Schwab has popped out here and struck out in her 2 at-bats. She'll show bunt, pull it back, and it's high for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
1 ball, 1 strike. 1 down. 6-0 Tommies on top of
I do not yet see the Central McLean Cougars or the Kindred Richland Vikings, but the warm field is behind us. Bunt down the third base line and nowhere to go with it. Now no one's covering at second base. And the extra base taken. The extra base taken, so the bunt there for the base hit. And Schwabe goes to third, and Schwab will be safe at second. There with, well, I guess you could say it, the just unawareness there as no one was covering at second. Here's a bunt, fall down the third base line. There, so Olivia Dick will come up with a chance to knock in a couple here from that 3 spot of the batting order with Schwabe at third, Schwab at second. 0-1 the count, still just 1 out in the inning. Pitch is bunted fall. Hit the plate and then rolled fall down the first base side. 7th batter to come up to the plate in this inning for the Tommies. With just 1 out, 2 runners are on base, 3 runs have scored. Sydney Schwabe with a 2 RBI double. Here also an RBI single from Claire Colling there in the 9 spot. Pitch fouled away, stays 0-2.
Just a beautiful venue for North Dakota High School softball. Gotta love the turf here, the Magic City.
Olivia Dick awaits the pitch from Savakul as it comes in low. Dances out of the way with the feet there. Sydney Schwabe at third, Drew Schwab at second. Ginger Savakul pitching here for Renville County as the Thompson Tommies trying to continue extending this inning. As the pitch comes inside and will be 2-2. Dick has walked twice. She's done on a 3-1 count and on a 3-2 count. She's seen a lot of pitches in this one. She sees it and lifts it out of play. They're in between our field and the auxiliary field behind us. More teams get a chance to warm up before they come up. Kindred Richland, Central McLean, our next game. Here, and winner of that one takes on the winner here between the Tommies and the Mavericks. Line ball. Oh, what do we have? We have foul ball. They're saying it was not off the glove at third. Both of them tried to snag it there, and Coach Chandler saying, hey, it wasn't off her glove. Our home plate umpire is saying, no, it was a foul ball, sending everyone back to their bases here. And I think Coach Weibel's, too, trying to maybe make a case of offensive interference there at third base. But our official or umpire comes back and says, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, runners on second and third, let's go. Here comes the Savakul pitch, it's fouled to the backstop. There, so Olivia Dick stays alive.
Good at bat here for Olivia Dick.
Savakul with the defense playing in on the infield. Will deliver the 2-2 in this one. Grounder towards third. Pick, throw across the diamond, up the line at first. Throw back to the plate is not in time. So they do get to tag the runner at first for 1 out, but the Tommies will trade that for an extra run, making it 7-0. So the RBI there for Olivia Dick. They're going 3-1. Here then, Sydney Schwabe would score, and Drew Schwab will follow her, advancing to third. So Maya Workin will bat now. Working with a walk and a run scored and a strikeout in her 2 at-bats. This one is called strike. 100 pitches now here for Savakul on this next one upcoming. Here's the rock and deliver is low for a ball. Looking at the run through the region for these two teams, starting here in Region 3 with Renville County. Here as the Mavericks came in as the #1 seed, defeated Rugby back on the 22nd on that Monday, 15-5, and then 23-3 over Ray. So we get here now a walk there, and that will runners over. And just taking second base. So just going up to second base, Workin just heads on over. Just takes it. Here's now a pitch to the backstop, and the wild pitch scores a run. So Schwab.
And it's now 8-0 in favor of Thompson as another run scores here.
Comes in there.
And on over towards third, trying to get safely.
As we get
no balls, 1 strike here with 2 down.
this redone here.
Thompson on top, swing and miss.
Here's a Summer Haig batting now.
Track that one down off the hands there of Savakul.
Here's the get something corrected in the book here.
Here's the 0-2 pitch coming. Chopped right back towards Savakul. She scoops, delivers.
And here's a ground ball over to Savakul, the pitcher, and over to Zimmer at first. That will be the run coming in. But 5-run score for Thompson in the inning. They lead 8-0. To the bottom of the 4th we go on yourliveevent.com.
It's a North Dakota All-Star Gathering on your live event, as we'll have coverage of the Shields Softball All-Star Series on June 5th and 6th.
And the 1-2. Hit on the ground, going to sneak through the middle for a base hit.
The Optimist Volleyball Series on June 12th and 13th.
This one comes Olivia Vetter, back set, blocked at the net.
Plus the Lions All-Star Basketball Series on July 10th and 11th.
Now it's with Class A. Here's Michael Nile with the windmill duck.
For more information, go to yourliveevent.com.
Congratulations on a great season from Dakota Natural Gas, American Crystal Sugar Company, Ag Country Farm Credit Services, Bloomfield Enterprise, RDK Enterprises, Hillsboro and Drayton, Hillsboro EDC. There's more at Exit 104. Goose River Bank, Mayville, Hillsboro, Hatton, Irie Insurance, IRIEINS.com. Halsted Telephone Company, Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro.
Bottom of the 4th inning here as this pitch is grounded and into left field. Will be a base hit. A base hit for Addison Mock and the first hit of the game for Renville County. So the Mavericks get the offense jump started here. Now bring up Ellie Broughton now. Broughton walked and was thrown out trying to steal second in the first inning. Here's the first pitch to her is a ball. Sydney Schwabe has gone 1-2-3 sort of through the first 3 innings. She did have 4 batters come to the plate in the first, but with that runner being out at second on the steal, the final out, she faced technically 4 batters in that inning. Here's a ball off the glove in foul territory, will land fall for strike 1 to Broughton. So Broughton second chance here as that one can't be held on to, and it'll be 1-1 the count. Hawk at first base. Here's the Mavericks have a hole to dig out of, and here's a 1-2 hole now as well for Ellie Broughton. Over on the baseball field, heading to the bottom of the 2nd. Langdon area leading Deluxe Burlington 4-0. And we'll have games coming up later. Here's a pitch in the dirt, throw down to second, and in time to get the runner. Olivia Dick, her second runner thrown out. And, well, it's the first game of the tournament, and I don't know how many more steal attempts she'll have against her now, as she's 2 for 2 on the punch-outs, trying to get that runner advancing. The pitch was low and also rolled kind of towards that box of the right-handed hitter. But Dick pops out, pops up, and a gun down to second. And now ball 4 will refill first base. So Ellie Broughton aboard at first. Here's a pitch now to Ginger Savakul. First pitch, ball 1. She skied one into left field. Her first time up for a flyout. Here she'll take this one for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here pitching with 1 down in the bottom of the 4th as a ground ball past Hurst at shortstop into left field. They'll get it in quickly and keep that runner from trying to take an extra base. There, so the base hit, the walk and the base hit puts runners on first and second with the runner thrown out in between. Courtesy runner going to come in, and that looks like number 2, Brooke Zimmer, will be in to run for the pitcher, Savakul. So Zimmer running at first base right now for Renville County. Courtesy runner in for the Mavericks. Sydney Schwabe here to trying to see if she can get a ground ball right to a fielder and see if they can turn a quick 2. Maybe see if they try and go the lead runner at third, as it's a strike 1. Followed here by ball 1. And at the plate is number 1, Harley Henry. Pitch outside for a ball. 2-1. Henry, the freshman, here in that cleanup spot of the order, trying to come up with a big at-bat. This one misses for a ball. 3 balls, 1 strike. Kate Zimmer on deck. That's a 5-pitch walk. Bases now loaded here for Renville County. Coach Chandler's going to come out here, have a little conversation while we have a little game break here from Farmers Union Insurance in Hillsboro. 701-436-5777. Contact Ryan Opdahl at Farmers Union Insurance in Hillsboro. Here in the update in this one, Thompson with 8 runs so far, 4 hits, no errors, 3 runners have been left on base. Renville County, no runs, 2 hits, both coming this inning. They also have 1 error in the field. They have not left any runners on base, and that's been thanks here to a couple of throwouts there as Olivia Dick throwing out 2 runners trying to steal, including 1 this inning. And we'll see here what Kate Zimmer can now do for the Mavericks with the bases loaded and 1 out. First pitch, strike. Tommy's had the bases loaded in the first, took 3. Now here the Mavericks trying to repeat. Here's a flare shot into center field, and it is caught. The throw will come in, and not in time. Runner will score for the sacrifice fly. And also we'll get an advancement here from Zimmer going to third. So the sacrifice fly out to center field. There's Warkin, makes a good catch, gets a throw in quickly. Broughton will score. Zimmer will go to third. And Henry will hold at first. So the Mavericks have their first run across here, and that's a case here where I think the Tommies will trade the out for the run. Leah Juntanen will now bat 0 for 1 with the ground out today. This one popped up and will be a quick 0-2 hole. There, with runners on the corners. And typically, runners on the corners, won't see if the runner does go, a throw down to second, and we won't need to. It's a called strike 3. I don't need to finish that thought because it's a strikeout looking. Renville County gets 1 across, but they strand 2 after 4 complete on your IRE Insurance scoreboard. 8-1, Thompson leads on yourliveevent.com. Good luck, Tommies, from everyone at Thompson Public Schools, where their mission is to develop lifelong learners and responsible citizens. A thank you to the students, teachers, parents, and staff that made this a great school year. And a special congratulations and good luck to the graduating class of 2023. You can find out more about the great things happening in Thompson Public Schools, plus summer camp information, 2023-2024 school year calendar dates, information, and athletic requirements. TPS-K12.org. Go Tommies!
Let's get real. Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends, and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
8-1, Thompson leads over Renville County. State Class B softball tournament quarterfinal round, game number 1. Here's the first pitch, comes up to Kaya Hurst. It's up high for a ball. Andrew Savakul remaining in the circle here for the Mavericks. The 1-0, ground ball, left side, picked up, bobbled at third, and the runner will be safe at first. So safe on the error. And put aboard a runner at first. Whoops, we got to take that off. Put that, there we go. There we go. It's also the top of the 5th. Thought I refreshed that there, but hit the buttons too late, I guess. Here's a bunt shown and bunted to the backstop from Kirsten Lopez. Lopez 0 for 2 today as she has a pop out and has reached on an error here in a ball that was lost in the outfield. So 0-1 the count. Bunt shown, bunted to the backstop. So 0-2 with Kurtz scheduled on deck here for the Tommies. Again, 3 in the first, 5 in the 5th. 3 in the first, 5 in the 4th. And this one called strike 3. Here, so Savakul with her 9th strikeout. 9 strikeouts, 4 hits, 5 walks, and a hit batter. Here in those 8 runs that have come across. And here a bunt shown, bunt laid down here from Marley Kurtz. It'll be picked up by the catcher and will sacrifice the runner Hurst over. So it's 2 down. Runner now on second base. Brings up Claire Coling. Coling dropped a beautifully placed bunt down third base line. Was able to help bring in a run. And she eventually scored a run last inning in that 5-run 4th. Here's the pitch. Off the plate for ball 1. Runner on second is Kaya Hurst after she reached on the leadoff error. And now the 1-0 is swung on, popped up, and not going to give chase as that one is clearly well fall. Out of play.
All these teams matched up earlier on this season.
So in the 5th inning, the Tommies leading by 7 runs. Renville County did get the offense going last inning, though, with a couple of hits. So we'll look to see if they can get some late inning rallies going. Swing and a miss to make it 1 ball, 2 strikes the count now. With 2 outs and the number 9 here, Claire Coling at the plate for Thompson. This one, swing and a miss, strike 3. Double-digit strikeouts here for Savakul in the circle. But the Thompson Tommies still lead 8-1 as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning on your Irie Insurance scoreboard. You're listening on yourliveevent.com.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career, doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, broadband voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
Renville County comes to the plate in the bottom of the 5th inning with the 7-8-9 batters. Yeah, Offworth to lead things off. Ball one and strike one. Here to her. Renville County batting in unfamiliar territory, and that's trailing as here's a base hit into center field. There he gets that leadoff runner aboard. Mavericks undefeated on this year. The regular season, they had 2 games that were within 3 runs. That was at Botno, end of April, a 7-4 victory. And it was versus these Thompson Tommies, that midseason madness there, a 12-11. And then in the region, they didn't have a whole lot of trouble either with a couple of mercy rule shortened games, and then an 8-0 victory over Des Lacs Burlington. Here's a ball hit into left field, tracking it and making the catch in left field is Calling. And that will be out number 1. Will be fly out there and runner holds. Brings up Emma Southam. Southam is 0 for 1 today. There she popped out to second base. First pitch, ball 1. Second pitch, strike 1. Here from Sydney Schwabe. Here with 4 1/3. Now here's a ball into the gap, left center field. Charging in, covering, making the catches, Working in center field. She'll get to it, and that is out number 2. Ranging there over towards the left field to make the catch. That will bring up now Addison Mock. First pitch to her up high for a ball. Mock flew out in the first inning, singled in the 4th, but was thrown out trying to steal second. Here's the pitch, misses, ball 2. 2-0 to her. And this one, well struck, but angling fall, charging over up against the fence and drifting over the fence down that left field line for a foul ball, strike 1. And Lopez and Colleen both running after it, but running out of real estate. Runner on first, 2 down. Here comes the 2-1 and makes it 3 balls, 1 strike. Here in this bottom of the 5th inning, and this one, flare shot into center field, charging in, making the catch is Workin. Workin will get it on the soft line out to center field, and the leadoff runner on does no damage. Here is nobody comes around, and it makes it 8-1, keeps it 8-1 as we go to the 6th inning on your Irie Insurance scoreboard. You're watching YourLiveEvent.com.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Say thank you to the farmers you come into contact with every day. They have chosen a career that is as much their deep passion as it is an absolute necessity for you and I. Spring is upon us and there will be farm equipment on the roads. Give them your patience and room to do their jobs. Trust me, they would rather be off the road working in their field than dealing with traffic. From all of us here at RDK Enterprises, we say thank you and have a safe spring.
The Mayport CG Booster Club is here to support, promote, and encourage all Patriot sports and academic activities. The Mayport CG Booster Club members strive each year to make events within Mayport CG schools a very rewarding experience for the students, athletes, and spectators alike. For more information, like the Mayport CG Booster Club on Facebook. Best of luck to the teams competing in today's game, and go Patriots!
8 runs, 4 hits, no errors, 4 runners left on base for the Thompson Tommies. Renville County Mavericks with 1 run, 3 hits, 2 errors, 3 runners left on base. That's what we've had through the first 5 innings. Let's start the top of the 6th with the first pitch fall back out of play, and we start with the top of the order. Here's Sydney Schwabe for the Thompson Tommies. Pair of strikeouts, and then picking up a 2-run double and came around to score a run. Last inning bunted down the third base line. That will be fall as well. And an 0-2 hole for Schwabe. Drew Schwab on deck, and then Olivia Dick following behind her. Renville County here with the defense coming in at third, and the pitch comes up high for a ball. Ginger Savacool is pitching, Ellie Broughton catching, Kate Zimmer at first, Ea Offorth at second, Evea Juntinen at shortstop, Emma Southam in third base, Marley Henry in left field. It's Carson Wattenschlager in center field, Addison Mock in right field here for Renville County. Here's the pitch comes, and this one is down the right field line and hooking foul. So stays 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here to Sydney Schwabe. I look, 8 of the 9 batters for Thompson have reached base in this game, and that 9th batter has a sacrifice as well. So everyone contributing, everyone doing their part. And here's a swing and a miss, strike 3. Savacool picks up strikeout number 11.
Now batting second baseman, Drew Schwab.
Around the horn there, and brings up now Drew Schwab. Schwab has popped out to first base, struck out on a 9-pitch at bat in the 3rd inning, singled and came around to score a run on a wild pitch in the 4th. Here she is, 1 for 3 today. First pitch, strike 1. And now she'll fall this one to the backstop. Can't quite catch up to it, and it's 0-2. 0-2 to Drew Schwab, wearing number 2, playing at base number 2, batting at number 2 spot in the lineup. A lot of 2s out there, including 2 strikes on her as this one rolls to the plate. Will be 1 ball, 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Olivia Dick on deck. She's reached base a couple times, so here's a ground ball right side, soft roller over to Kate Zimmer at first, and 3 unassisted will be the second out. So a little 3U for the softball scorecard, bingo card. And 2 outs now in the 6th. Nobody on base, Olivia Dick will bat. Walked, scored a run. Walked and has an RBI ground out in her 3 plate appearances. Officially 0 for 1 today with an RBI and a run scored. Strike 1 here for Olivia Dick. Pitch comes to her inside. She did get out of the way of that one, as kind of shuffled the feet to avoid taking that one off the big toe. 1-1, 2 outs, bases empty. Savacool into the motion, delivers this one skied. That's going to go out of play. So count now to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's Savacool. She's had a lot of strikeouts. Really nice second, 3rd inning there. She just went 1 over the minimum. Last inning, she worked away from a leadoff error. Got a couple strikeouts in that one, and now she's trying to make this a 1-2-3 inning. Chance to give her offense a chance to get out there and start mowing around the bases themselves. Here's a pitch inside for ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes here to Olivia Dick. Here, so in 4 at-bats, this will be the third 3-ball count that she has faced. In the one time she didn't have 3 balls on her, she fouled off 3 2-strike pitches. So let's see what she can do here with the full count. And a ground ball left side, picked at third by Southam, and over to Zimmer at first for a 1-2-3. Top of the inning. Here, no runs, hits, errors, runners left on base to the bottom of the 6th we go. Thompson Tommies lead the Renville County Mavericks 8-1 on your Irie Insurance scoreboard.
Hi, I'm Ernie Struby, president of the Goose River Bank, and I would like to know your story. Our lives and our businesses are comprised of events. We have all had our failures and successes, and these events define our character. If your character includes values like trustworthy, respectful, honest, and responsible, then your story matches well with ours, and we would consider it a privilege to be your financial partner. At the Goose River Bank, we believe that a strong bank builds strong communities. The Goose River Bank, member FDIC.
Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Fireworks and sports stuff in the same store? That's right. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Come in and browse the sports cards and memorabilia and fireworks at the same time. Unopened packs and boxes of sports cards, plus pre-owned cards as well. Jersey, Swatch, autograph cards, lots of Twins, Vikings, Wolves, Wild, Lynx, and North Stars memorabilia, bobbleheads, caps, and more. They're open Saturdays 10 to 5. Call anytime, 701-436-6140. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro.
Bottom of inning number 6, the 2-3-4 batters coming to the plate for Renville County. Here's the Mavericks trying to get something going here. Here's a pitch popped up and over at second base and hanging with it. A little adjustment there for Drew Schwab as she'll get it for out number 1 on the P4. Brings up now Ginger Savacool, 1 for 2 today with a flyout and a single. Here's the first pitch to her, is up for a ball. Here's the pitch, is called ball 2. Savacool falling behind. Reminder coming up, we'll have number 3 seed Kindred Richland versus the unseeded Central McLean as we get a fly ball out to right field. And underneath it, gloving it, and that's the catch for Layla Gemmel. So 2 down.
Marley Henry.
0 for 1 today with a walk for Henry.
Marley Henry will come up now.
Steps in and sees strike number 1 on the outside corner.
Henry 0 for 1 today with a walk.
0-1 pitch missed
And
outside.
now this 0-1 makes it 1-1.
1 ball, no strikes. Here's the windup of the pitch. That one.
This one is called a ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
1 strike. Here with 2 down.
Now this one popped up, foul territory, third base over and off the glove. Popped in and out, that time at third in foul territory. And it will keep the batter alive now here. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Base is empty, 2 outs here for Marley Henry. This one couldn't get her chase. Full count now, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Kate Zimmer would be next if Henry reaches. And she does on a walk. So put her aboard. Second time she's walked in this ball game. Brings up Kate Zimmer. Strike out her first at bat. Sacrifice fly for an RBI and her last at bat. 0 for 1 today with that ribby. First pitch missing, ball 1. Seeing some of the Central McLean Cougars arriving here. getting ready for their quarterfinal game that we'll have for you, the audio-only broadcast on yourliveevent.com. Taking on the Kindred Richland Vikings. And this pitch called for a strike. 3 balls, 1 strike. Kindred Richland, the only team in this year's field that has secured a state championship for fast pitch softball. As this pitch misses for ball 4. Of course, though, when there's only 3 teams that have won it in the history of the Class B fast pitch softball tournament, it's not hard for that to happen. Here's Enderlin Maple Valley took the first one, and then it's been Kindred Richland and Central Cass since then, including Central Cass winning the last 4. However, they did not make it to this year's tournament, so we will have a new state champion. Who will it be? We'll find out on Saturday as we get a ball popped up out of the circle, and making the catch is the pitcher, Sidney Schwabe. That will be the final out here in this 6th inning. To the final frame we go here, and on your Irie Insurance scoreboard, Thompson 8, Renville County 1 on yourliveevent.com.
The Kindred Vikings Booster Club is an organization of parents and community members that supports and encourages the advancement to Kindred athletic programs, focusing on wholesome school spirit, promoting good sportsmanship, and developing high ideals of character. For more information, or if you'd like to be part of the Kindred Vikings Booster Club, send an email to kindredboosterclub@gmail.com. That's kindredboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Vikings!
Did you know that there are several different types of crop hail insurance policies? Hi, this is Bethany Rentz, crop insurance agent with Irie Insurance. We at Irie Insurance want to help you select a hail policy that will best protect your crops and bottom line from a hailstorm. Give us a call today to schedule a time to meet with an Irie Insurance agent. For our contact information, go to our website at irieins.com.
You're protected and appreciated at Irie.
Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity provider.
Thompson Tommy's hunting for some insurance runs here in the top of the 7th, leading by 7, 8-1 on your Irie Insurance scoreboard. Here's a leadoff bunt laid down the third base line. Throw to first is in time by a step. Maya Warkin is thrown out on a great 5-3 ground out.
Next up.
There, and that will bring up now Summer Haig.
You got one ahead there, Felder.
This pitch is popped up out of plate. Over on the baseball diamond across town. Yeah, not cross town, about 5 minutes away. Langdon area leads Delax Burlington 6-0 in the bottom of the 3rd. In that quarterfinal round game, again, we'll have state baseball covering the Central Cass Squirrels, Thompson Tommies, here on yourliveevent.com. Chase Miller will be there with the audio-only broadcasts of those games later today. They play the 2 afternoon games today. Here's a ground ball left side, picked field, and the throw is over to first for out number 2. Head goes down again, 5-3 back-to-back plays by the Renville County defense. So brings up Kaya Hurst. Here is, she's had a good day at the plate. 3-run double in the first, walk came around a score run in the 4th, and then reached on error in the 5th. First pitch to her is strike 1. So she has reached all 3 times and accounted for a total of half the runs scored for the Tommies. Here comes a Savacool pitch and chopped fall off the plate, and will roll fall down the first base line for strike 2. So 0-2 to Kaya Hurst. Renville County will have the 7, 8, 9 batters of the order scheduled up when they come up, and they'll need to get 7 runs before they hit 3 outs. Off-speed pitch, but gets away. Swung on and dropped third strike, but reaching safely at first. Actually, wild pitch strike there, but puts the runner on first. Still 2 down. Extends the inning here for Kirsten Lopez to come up. Infield comes in as bunt is shown and pulled back. Well, it's a called strike one.
All the way to second, back in the fourth. Struck out of the fifth.
Trying to think here.
Grounded out back in the first inning for the third.
Remembering.
Close out that first inning.
Four total hits for Thompson. They've had 2 to the outfield, 2 to the infield. Here's a pitch that gets away as the runner goes for second, diving in safely in the stolen base. Runner was off on the pitch, so give her the steal rather than the advancement on the pass ball. There'll be a runner now at second base with a 1-1 count and 2 outs. Here for Kirsten Lopez. Pitch skied, fall out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And in between games, we're going to have a quick post-game, quick pregame here. We will try and grab some coach and player reaction, but we'll see what we have time for. Just as a heads up, we may have them join us early in game number 2 there, just to share some conversation. So just a heads up there that you'll want to stay paying attention and listening in to yourliveevent.com. Low pitch, runs the count full now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here with first base open for Kirsten Lopez. Kaya Hurst at second. Riley Kurtz, the scheduled batter on deck, if it can reach as the ball 4 gets to the backstop and the runner will go to third. So runner Lopez safe at first on the walk. And then the wild pitch, Hurst goes there to third base. Our umpire coming out looking at the softball now and inspecting it. I don't know if it got part of the fence and ripped up or something, but he says here, this one's good to use. Go ahead. He's going to walk it out there. Hand it off, and that will be Marley Kurtz to bat. Designated player here with runners on the corner. Saw the Tommies try this in the first. We'll see if Lopez tries it now. Try and do that half steal where you're basically going to go halfway, stop, see if the defense throws it down, trying to bring that runner in from third. Here's the first pitch, comes inside, and that's what they're going to do, as Lopez will just safely go down to second with no attention being paid. Saying, go ahead and take that free pass. So runners on second and third now for Kurtz as the ball low in zone. As Savakul up around 150 pitches now in this game. I don't care who you are, that arm's got to be getting tired. Here in a 2-0 count. Here to the number 8 hitter. That's a called strike. Here with 2 outs in this top of the 7th. Tommy's trying to, why not? Go ahead, play it one more. Take a little extra run. Give himself some more breathing room. Here in the bottom of the 7th. Ooh, wicked liner over the fence. And it's a good thing he's 5'8" and not 5'10". Ooh, is it just off the side of the dugout? Duck and cover there. Everyone's okay. Here's now the 2-2 offering and a chopper over the circle, over to second base. Offworth will throw to first, and that will be the out. So the Mavericks get out of the inning without allowing any other runs, but they have some room to come back in here, trailing 8-1 as we go to the bottom of the 7th on yourliveevent.com.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is hiring a full-time play-by-play sports announcer and broadcast sales representative. Duties include selling advertising time for radio, digital, video streaming, and regional cable TV. Play-by-play responsibilities include live play-by-play of local sporting events for radio, video streaming, and regional cable TV broadcasts. Wage plus talent and commission pay structure with full-time benefits package offered. For more information or to apply, email apply@rjbroadcasting.com. That's apply@rjbroadcasting.com. There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsborough. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
Bottom of the 7th. Tia Offorth leads off for Renville County. The Mustangs need 7 runs, and the Tommies need 3 outs. Winner moves on to the semifinals, takes on the winner between Kindred Richland and Central McLean. Here in the losers of this game and that game will face off each other. Losers will play first game tomorrow. Winners will play the third game tomorrow. Here's the 2-1. Makes it a 2-2. Schwabe comes back to even the count. Oh, now time being called. Time being called there at the home plate. Granted by our umpire. And Hopworth will look down at third and get the signs. Step into the box and await the 2-2 offering. Ground ball, left side, shortstop. Hurst throws and across the diamond. Not in time. Good speed. And Hopworth outruns it for the infield single. So the 4th hit of the game and the second by Hopworth here today for the Mavericks. Carson Lautenschlager will come up. She's popped out to first, popped out to left. 0 for 2 today. Yeah, but she's hoping that's why you call it an average as she steps in, takes the first pitch for a called strike. Schwabe, my count, still only 83 pitches in this one. Very efficient in that circle. Pitch low for a ball. Here she's last couple innings, her strike to ball ratio has taken a little bit of a dip as this one's flying into right field, charging in, and Gemmel's there for the out. Gemmel gets it on the fly out for out number 1.
Now batting the third baseman, Emma Southam.
Olivia Dick catching, Summer Haig at first, Drew Schwab at second, Kaya Hurst at short, Kirsten Lopez at third, Claire Coling in left, Maya Workin in center, Layla Gemmel in right field. Here today as a swing and a miss. Strike 1 to Emma Southam. And Southam is 0 for 2 today. Popped out to second, flown out to center.
1 ball, 2 strikes now.
Here in this one now through. There's a swing and a miss on the 1-2, and that's strikeout number 3 by Schwabe.
Now batting right fielder, Abby Mott.
And Schwabe now will face her 28th batter. Here as she has not gone much over the minimum in this one. Addison Mock, 1 for 3 today with a single sandwiched by a pair of flyouts to the outfield. Here's strike 1. Strike 2, and now ground ball, left side, Hurst at short, field across, throw to Haig, and out at first. And Thompson wins over Renville County with the upset over the number 2 Mavericks. The Tommies move on to the state Class B semifinals. 8-1, the final score on your Irie Insurance scoreboard on yourliveevent.com. Stay tuned, your postgame report comes up next.
Dirt turning, hearts pumping, motors roaring. It's nonstop racing action Thursday nights at the Norman County Raceway and Friday nights at the Red River Valley Speedway. Featuring the fastest drivers around. Don't miss a lap. Fuel burning, dirt turning all summer long. For more information, visit ncraceway.com and redrivervalleyspeedway.com. The action never stops. Thursday night racing at the Norman County Raceway and Friday night racing at the Red River Valley Speedway.
There's more at 104. Hillsboro, North Dakota has everything you need on your next road trip. Food, fuel, fun, and family-friendly activities. Stop by and fill up your tank or grab a bite to eat. Have a blast at Goose River Golf Club, the swimming pool, or one of our beautiful parks. There's even ice skating and cross-country skiing. Take in the sights or stay the night so you don't miss a thing. Experience Hillsboro and see why there's more at 104.
The Kindred Public School District looks to collaboratively cultivate an environment that challenges learners to reach their full potential in a student-centered, community-supported environment while building authentic relationships that promotes active engagement in learning, literacy, and life. Kindred Public Schools' mission is to educate, prepare, and maximize student potential. Kindred Public School District, student-centered, community-supported. For more info about upcoming school events and news, go online to kindred.k12.us.
Your final score here in our first quarterfinal game: the Thompson Tommies upset the number 2 seeded Renville County Mavericks 8-1. Your final score is our game summary in this one here. All the scoring came off in 2 innings. It was the first inning when Thompson struck first, 2 outs on the first 2 batters going down, then a walk, and a hit batter loaded the bases as Kaya Hurst came up and delivered a 3-run double there to give the 3-0 lead to the Thompson Tommies after 1 inning of play. Thompson would add to it in the 4th inning as they score 5 runs in that 4th inning for Thompson in that one. A 2-run double from Sydney Schwabe, RBI single from Claire Coling, and a run scoring on a wild pitch and a RBI groundout from Olivia Dick as well, bringing in those 5 runs. Renville County would finally get their first run across in the 4th inning as they would get a leadoff single. Runner would be erased on a throw-out, catcher to shortstop on the stolen base attempt. And then Ellie Broughton would come in to score on the Kate Zimmer sacrifice fly with the bases loaded for out number 2. And then Sydney Schwabe gets a strikeout to end the inning, end the threat. And from there on, she would allow 4 base runners over the final 3 innings and not allowing a runner past second base as Thompson will take the 8-1 win and move on to the semifinals. They will face the winner between Kindred Richland and Central McLean. That game will be coming up next. But first, we'll have some post-game awards and final stats coming your way on yourliveevent.com.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
Post-game report here on yourliveevent.com as we run through our post-game awards in this one. We're going to start with our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game and bringing the energy in the pitching circle for the Thompson Tommies, Sydney Schwabe, as efficient. That's the best way to describe it here as she faces 28 batters here, only gives up 4 hits, did walk 5, but kept them out of trouble for the most part. They're picking up 3 strikeouts, 4 hits allowed in the game as well, only allowing the 1 run and doing it all on, by my count, just 91 pitches. So an efficient job in the circle. Great way to start out the game and the tournament here for the Thompson Tommies as Sydney Schwabe will be your Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Remember, life takes energy. Find out more online. The website tomorrowison.com. Here, and we're also going to go with our precision here today. Precision from RDK Enterprises, Hillsboro and Drayton. When you're looking to upgrade your planter, revisit your planter's performance, contact the guys. Go online to the website, planterdoc.com. That's planterdoc.com. Precision here today. Behind the plate, Olivia Dick, 2 for 2 in throwing out base runners, trying to swipe second base. 2 attempts, she nailed them both, and a couple times there to keep those runners, get the outs in. After the runners got aboard, Dick erasing them on the base path. There with precision behind the plate, throwing out the runner. She's your RDK Enterprises precision player in the game. Stay with us here. Final stats will come up when we return on yourliveevent.com.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
The Kindred Vikings Booster Club is an organization of parents and community members that supports and encourages the advancement to Kindred athletic programs, focusing on wholesome school spirit, promoting good sportsmanship, and developing high ideals of character. For more information, or if you'd like to be part of the Kindred Vikings Booster Club, send an email to kindredboosterclub@gmail.com. That's kindredboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Vikings!
Thompson Tommies are your first entrant into the Class B state semifinal round as they defeated Renville County 8-1. Let's look at our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection in this one. Halstead Telephone Company, they are how to connect. Online, halsteadtel.com. Connection in this one, the 2-out, 3-run double for Kaya Hurst in the first inning, as that felt like it really gave the energy, gave the momentum, the boost right out of the gate to the Thompson Tommies as she was able to come up and connect there with the bases loaded, send one over nearly to the wall in center field, bring in 3 runs, and start out with that 3-0 lead in the first. There, that's your post-game connection in the game for the Thompson Tommy victory over the Renville County Mavericks. Let's look at our final stats in this one now. For the Mavericks at the plate, Addison Mock went 1 for 4. It was Ellie Broughton going 0 for 1 with a run scored. Ginger Savakul would go 1 for 3. Marley Henry would be 0 for 1 today with 2 walks. Kate Zimmer would be 0 for 1 with a walk, a RBI, and a sacrifice fly. Avea Juttinen would be 0 for 3 at the plate. Offorth would be 2 for 3. Hey, come on down. We're going to chat. Here, 2 for 3 at the plate here today. It would be Carson Lautenschlager going 0 for 3. Emma Southam 0 for 3 here today. In the field, the 2 errors in the game for the Mavericks, and pitching-wise for them, Ginger Savakul would go 7 innings complete, giving up 8 runs, 5 earned runs. She would strike out a dozen with 12 here, 4 hits allowed, 6 walks, and a hit batter in the loss. That's the final stats here for the Renville County Mavericks. As who wants to go first? I'm good either way. Matt wants to go first. You want to cool off first? Before we get to the stats here for the Tommies, we're going to get to our post-game coach's comments as Coach Matt Chandler for the Tommies comes over. And Coach, congratulations, and just way to get a good start and take that here, the momentum throughout that game.
Absolute complete team effort. I told the girls all week that we want to control the narrative with our bunt game, and we knew that we were going to face one heck of a pitcher in the circle, and we wanted to put the pressure on them, and we found ways, and we scratched and we clawed, and we had some things go our way, and I can't say enough about these kids.
To get the 2-out hit right away in the first inning, what did that do for the energy, excitement, confidence, whatever words you want to use there for the team?
Kaya Hurst has been coming on huge for us last couple of games of the season through the region tournament, and you know, if we don't get that clutch hit in the first inning, the whole narrative's probably different. You know, we kind of took the wind out of their sails right away, and that was clutch.
Clutch in the circle behind the plate too. 5 of the 7 innings, 4 or less batters come to the plate. That's something there it's going to be hard to score when that happens.
Between Sydney Schwabe and Drew Schwab, it's 1A, 1B, any way you want to slice it. And they're not going to strike a whole lot of people out, but they're going to make hitters. They're going to throw strikes, not going to walk a whole lot. And Sydney went right at him. And I had both kids warm up just in case, and she was rolling.
All right, well, hey, rolling on to the semifinals now, too. And what's the game plan now here the next 24 hours?
Well, we're going to watch a little bit of this one here and run back to the hotel, take a shower, get a bite to eat, and then we're going to head over and watch our boys in the B tournament as well, and then it's going to be lights out early tonight.
All right. Well, hey, congratulations, Matt. Thanks for coming up. Appreciate it here, and good luck tomorrow. We'll see you then.
Thank you very much.
There goes Matt Chandler joining us here for the Thompson Tommies. As who wants to go first? Kaya wants to go first? Okay. There you go. And then when we're done, too, I got a stack of shirts. You can grab one there. So, okay? There we go. Kaya Hurst join us now here for the Thompson Tommies after the victory, and congratulations. First of all, how good does this victory feel to get right away?
Thank you so much. It feels just great because earlier in the season we lost them by 1, and we knew we were going to meet up with them again, and we ended up succeeding in winning this game.
Having faced them before, what were you looking for? What did you think about coming into the game, knowing you were going to face the same team, same pitcher?
Everything comes down to less errors and getting our bats going, and we did just that.
You got the bat going right away. The big 3-run double there, bases loaded, 2 outs. You come up to the plate. Do you feel pressure in that moment?
I try not to, but then try not to think, but I do feel a lot of pressure, so yeah.
All right. Well, hey, you get time to relax now. Think about it, right?
Yeah.
All right. All right. So what are we looking forward to here now with that semifinals tomorrow?
Just going out and giving it our all and playing together as a team.
All right, Kai, congratulations. Best of luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
There we go. As Kai Hurst with us, and also Sydney Schwabe here as well, too. And Sydney, congratulations on the victory.
Thank you.
How was the arm fielding? Because I only had you for 90 pitches. That was a very efficient pitching performance that I thought I saw here today.
Yeah, I just tried to throw strikes because I know my team can make the plays.
Also behind the plate, too, got to talk about Olivia, too, sniping out 2 of the runners going for second. What's that do for your confidence in the circle there when she's able to race some base runners like that?
Yeah, that gives me a lot of confidence because I know she'll do her job. She has a really good arm and just does a really good job back there.
As far as the early run support, how did that help you in this game?
Yeah, I think it just gave us a peace of mind that we have a couple runs to give. But, yeah, that didn't stop us from...
For you and the team now, you go from playing a game, you're going to be fans later tonight with the guys playing the baseball game too. You got to get ready. So how do you guys manage here to stay in the moment and enjoy it but be focused?
Yeah, we know when game time comes, we're focused and ready to play, but we'll also have fun outside.
All right. Well, hey, Sydney, congratulations on the victory.
You.
Best of luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
There you go. Sydney Schwabe join us here join us in our post-game report here with the Tommies' 8-1 victory over the Mavericks of Renville County. Let's get to our final stats here for the Thompson Tommies in this one. At the plate, Sydney Schwab going 1 for 4 with a double, 2 RBIs, and a run scored. Drew Schwab would be 1 for 4 with a run scored. Olivia Dick would be 0 for 2 with a run scored, an RBI, and walking twice plus swiping a base. Maya Workin would be 0 for 2 with a run scored, 2 walks, and 2 stolen bases. Summer Haig would be 0 for 3 with a run scored. She was also hit by a pitch. Kai Hurst would be 1 for 3 with a run scored, a double, and 3 RBIs, plus a walk and a stolen base. Kirsten Lopez would be 0 for 3 with a run scored and a walk, plus a stolen base. It would be Marley Kurtz going 0 for 3 at the plate. Claire Colin would be 1 for 3 with a run scored and an RBI here for the Thompson Tommies. They would not record an error in the field. Pitching-wise in the circle, Sydney Schwabe will take the victory. 7 innings, allowing 1 run, 3 strikeouts, 4 hits, 5 walks in the victory. Thompson will take on the winner between Kindred Richland and Central McLean. That game will get started up here as we'll switch over to our pregame show for that one coming your way, and it will be Renville County taking on the loser of the Vikings and Cougars coming up next. Thanks for joining us here for our first quarterfinal round game. We'll transition over, get you ready for quarterfinal round game number 2 coming up here after the Thompson Tommies make their way to the semifinals. 8-1 victory over Renville County on YourLiveEvent.com.